I created North Herts Radio because there was no community radio station, no true community media organisation in this area. So I thought, okay, no one else is doing it, why don't we do it? So that's what we did. And we got loads of people together, we got some fantastic shows on the station, a very, very wide mix of genre of shows, talk shows, music shows, everything. My show, I host a country show. I've been a massive country music fan for years, and I've hosted country shows on a variety of other radio stations, so I thought, okay, I love country music. That's another thing about North Herts Radio, is all the presenters present shows that they really enjoy and they really have a passion for, which makes us a little different to a lot of other radio stations. So I present the country show twice a week and absolutely love it. It's my kind of go-to thing to relax and enjoy myself.
Hi, my name's Hilary Robertson. I present Rubato, which is a classical music show on North Herts Radio. I joined the station in May when I met Bea at a separate event, and she happened to be talking about the station and said the only thing that they were missing at that point was a classical music show, and I said, well, I could do that. So she asked me if I would. So we had a little meeting and we spoke about it, and I'd never done anything, nothing on the radio before, apart from as a guest. And so to have to come into the studio and start using the desk was quite challenging, but I enjoyed it. I did a few months doing that, recording them in advance as if they were live. And then last week I did my first show live, where I actually sat and just talked and played music, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. So now we're live on a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock instead of recorded. So that's it. So we'll see where else we go with Rubato.
Hi, I'm Martin Lumsden and I present 3 shows on North Herts Radio. I do on Monday evenings is my International Independent Artist show, which is promoting, as it says on the tin, international independent artists from around the world. So we get lots of submissions from various countries all across the globe. Tuesday evenings is the Big Sound Machine, which is our local artist focused show on the station. And we do live sessions and interviews in that, as well as playing out tracks from our fantastic local community of artists. And I do Friday morning breakfast now as well, so 3 hours of breakfast, ramble, chat, and me playing the stuff that I like to play, along with the local and independent stuff as well. North Herts Radio, I was aware of the launch when it first happened, because I knew Bea and I knew of Radio Verulam and SG1 as well. Very much interested in local radio. So when North Herts Radio launched, I was on Facebook basically saying, this is great, fantastic, if there's anything I can do to help or be interested in getting involved. And then Bea got in touch with me and said, were you serious? Would you actually like to get involved? And I said, of course. So we had a chat. And Bea was doing the International Independent Artist show at the time, so I took that over, and then we discussed the fact that there wasn't really a local artist show on the station. And that's really my premise. I run a recording studio in Hertfordshire anyway, so I'm working with a lot of local artists producing records, so it's a perfect thing to do, to start talking about promoting local artists on the Big Sound Machine. So that's our big brand, promoting local artists, and we've done loads of great stuff with that, including lots of local events as well. So 18 months in now, I think, working with North Herts Radio, and just looking forward to bigger and better things as we go into the future.
Hello, my name's Steve Byrne. I do the Radio Wall of Sound, which is a show that goes out on a Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. 2 hours of basically really random music. I don't really do a lot of planning on the music side of things. I do tend to pick out tracks that I like. We do take requests, obviously, but it's really just me having a laugh, mucking around, telling stupid jokes, and trying to interact with people as much as I can. Going to radio, how do I get to North Herts? Well, I've known Bea for only about 40 years, so we didn't know each other before. I've been in radio on and off since, my first radio job was back in 1980 over in Ireland on a pirate radio station. Been running mobile disco since, and I've been working on various radio stations where the radio wall of sound evolved about 8 or 9 years ago now, with another local station which I helped to set up, and basically that radio wall of sound has gone from 2 or 3 different radio stations. They offered me some chance to come to North Herts Radio, and here I am. Yeah, loving it. I love it here. Nice little family. Everyone's friendly. It's great radio.
As far as what's happening in the future, North Herts Radio is going to grow, and we are growing. 2 months ago we were getting about 12,000 listeners a month, and over the last 2 months we've grown to over 20,000 listeners, so there's definitely a need for something in this area. We don't have a shop front that we can show ourselves to people, so what we did was we created a shop front that we can take to people. So we have an outside broadcast unit, and we tow that to various events, and we do live broadcasts. It's a fully equipped state-of-the-art studio where people can come in and they can talk to us. We can take it to festivals, we can take it to schools, which is what we're planning to do during the winter and the autumn, and let people experience what it's like to be in a radio studio for themselves. So the future is just going to grow and grow and grow.